Welcome to Hard On Podcast. It's the live podcast. That's not a link, but how you use it. I am live, Sean Barnes.
And I am the Great Pumpkin.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown?
Yes.
Sean, I have some news for you.
Your mouth is on fire.
Yeah. When you go
Yeah.
to the Chinese restaurant and you tell them literally, I want you to hurt me,
Mhm.
that is stupid.
Yeah. That's why we're late.
Woo!
That and some computer issues is why we're late.
Wow, yeah, that's hard, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hashtag worth it. Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag,
You should appreciate that you live in a world, in a country where you can get spicy ass Chinese food.
hashtag perforated colon.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Unfortunately, you don't live in a country we'll be able to afford to get that fixed.
True story.
Yes.
Hey-o.
It's one of those.
Big news. Big news. Sean has some big news. He is the new writer for Seth Meyers. Did you know that? If you follow his Twitter and listen to his podcast, you'll hear he's got some Tonight jokes.
Why do you gotta do that to me?
I'm sorry I shared the news. That was your news to share. That is my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Just for anybody wondering, I'm not writing for Seth
He's
Meyers.
writing for Seth Meyers.
I'm writing for Jimmy Fallon.
Whoa!
That shit is garbage.
Hey-o.
No,
Fallon is garbage.
no. I think Fallon is like the he's the of late night. He's like the Hufflepuff of late night.
Hufflepuff.
That's the first thing I thought of. That's a Harry Potter thing, right?
I don't know. I don't know shit about Harry Potter.
I'm just saying, like, all the other late night shows are afraid to kind of get a little edgy.
Yeah. And
Not
you're saying he a bitch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but you know what?
Uh-huh.
I don't even think it's a bad thing.
No, you think, like, what's the deal? Like, he walks down the line. He's like in
Yes.
the middle.
He toes the line.
Ah,
I think he leans a little bit,
yeah.
but not enough to.
It's safe to lean these days, right? Like everybody, they all lean the same way.
Yeah.
So maybe at its core, Jimmy Fallon is the biggest rebel of them all. Maybe he's like the new David Letterman because he toes the line.
Mhm.
You know, instead of just being like, fuck this guy, which everybody does.
Right.
And rightly so, I should add. Maybe he's the groundbreaker. It's possible.
By going
By
down,
like, kinda
down the
like,
middle.
Yeah. I would love someone not to talk about it for 10 minutes. I mean, we should all talk about it all the time.
We're talking about it now.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But aside from like I think we should all talk about it all the
Uh-huh.
time. But there's some times where I'm just like, shit, man, I'm so
Well,
tired.
I think that's what Fallon is.
I'm so tired. Yeah.
Like if you
But
watch,
I can appreciate it.
yeah,
But I
How-
think we should be pissed. I think we should be pissed 23 hours a day.
right,
But it's good to take a nap.
right.
That's all. And fight the resistance. Like fucking.
But to be fair,
Piss in the air.
his is the only monologue I don't watch.
I don't watch any of them.
I watch every Colbert.
Yeah.
I watch just about every Kimmel.
Yeah.
And Conan I usually catch. But Myers I'll watch. He has a segment called A Closer Look that I usually watch.
Do you watch the whole shows or you just YouTube other shit?
I YouTube it. Yeah. Which I think they almost prefer it now, right? Because like you get paid that way too. I mean, it's not like
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
But-
but you know, I'm the old uncle in the room, I guess. I'm just like, I don't know. I just like to watch TV.
I remember that. What happened to the beaver? That's all I'm saying.
Eddie Haskell.
No. I'm talking about Bush. Like, how come all these women shave everything off? Like these days, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that. But
Yeah.
that's another podcast.
Oh, really? No. That's this podcast.
What? That clean beaver shit is too much, man.
Too much, or it's not enough. That's
It's
the-
not
that's what I'm
okay. It's not enough.
Right.
I lean pepperoni.
Do you like some toppings on your cheese?
A little
on your
top,
pizza?
some
That's what you're saying.
toppings. A little top. I mean,
Yeah.
cheese pizza is
As long
boring.
as it's not
No anchovies.
No anchovies. That's where I was going.
Right.
Or
Or feta cheese. Seems
No.
like a problem.
you wouldn't want that on a pizza.
Also-
Would you order?
Yeah,
Feta?
I've had feta. I've had yeah, man.
I
Sometimes
guess. Yeah, that would be okay.
I'd mess with like some feta, spinach, onion pizza. It's olives. Shit is delicious.
Oh, dude, I hate olives.
Well, all right.
Anyway,
Chalk
you
it up
like
on the
it.
list.
You like.
I'm gonna keep
you
a
like,
board here for the reasons that you make no sense to me. And I'll just be like, all right, this is the segment. I'll play some fucking Jeopardy music and
Right.
I'll over and I'll fill it in.
this
And eventually, we'll run out of space in this gigantic room we podcast in.
week. Right.
Oh, you know who was here this week?
But you like. Well,
I
Okay.
just want to say this: the
Okay, yeah.
German correspondent was here this week.
that's what I hear.
And she came here. I had her in the studio.
Right.
She saw the studio. And I so badly wanted to sit down and just do a podcast. Didn't feel right.
You
though.
should have.
Yeah, next time I'm going to get a real intimate.
That's a layer of your life you don't want people.
I don't share.
Yeah, I get that.
And she'll share.
She would share
with
overshare.
She'll share my life with people.
And if you're going to run for alderman, there's no way. You know what's funny is you and I had just had that conversation.
Yep.
And like a week later, Karen and I were at the lovely Amsterdam Halloween parade.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And she saw the politicians walking down the street, and she said exactly what you said. She's like, "Oh, you should run for office." And I said, "Karen, I have literally hundreds of hours of a podcast of me saying the most vile shit.
Yeah.
I can never run for office."
And let's be fair for a second. You are what's the right way to put this? I'm
the Jimmy Fallon of this podcast.
Well, yeah.
That's where you're
between the two of us, right?
Yeah.
Right. You've always been the sort of down the middle-y
PG-13.
Hey, don't be an asshole. Let's
do
do
this. Come on, don't be a dick.
And then there's some shit. Yeah.
Once in a while.
But having said that, that's still worse.
Yeah. I don't like the company he keeps.
Yeah.
I'm not voting for
Show
him.
me your friends. I'll show you who you are. Yeah. No, you couldn't get a podcast with an aldermanship with the shit that you've already said. We'd have to go through.
Not. Yeah.
We'd have to blow it all up.
We'd have to make it a thing.
So if someday
like this, that would have to be the thing. Like, yeah, I've said this shit. We've all said shit. Go ahead, everybody. I put like right on the campaign
let he
website.
who cast the first, who has not sinned, cast the first stone. That type of shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll play. Somebody will cut together like a sizzle reel of all your stupidest,
the stupid shit.
Yeah.
This is the kind of porn he likes.
Yeah, it's all on here.
Yeah. In fact, there's a best of episode that could go straight to and listen to.
Dude, let me tell you something. There is something to be said about putting it all out there the way that this is, the way that we do it. I mean, I don't like. I hide from oversharing in a lot of my life, but like this shit is out there for good or bad. We stand by this podcast.
I've even said shit that I regret.
Oh yeah.
But it's out there. I stand by that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And if anybody was like, "Hey, you said this," I'd have a conversation. I'd talk about it. I'd be like, "Yeah, I said that. Maybe I didn't feel that way."
It's a comedy podcast.
Yeah, we try to have a good time.
Shut the fuck up.
But
Jay thinks everybody's soft as baby shit.
Right.
Don't bring it to him.
If you were born before,
after
1985, something.
I will shake my fist at you until you get off my fucking lawn. I'd like to think the podcast is my lawn.
Really?
Yeah, just get off my fucking lawn. That'll be a segment.
But see, I know at the same time though, we all bitch and moan over what Trump did, right?
Yeah, but he's a dick about it.
He's a dick. That's the difference, right?
The difference is that
I think that would be the argument is that people would make though. They'd be like, "Oh, but you talk shit about Donald Trump. He's can be vulgar. He can say something.
No, that's different.
Locker room talk, right? No.
No, you can.
This is different. I fully think this is different.
I feel like everybody should have a thick enough skin to take a little shit. Not all the shit.
Well, and I would also say I don't think I've ever said anything hateful.
And that is you.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though.
That's just an instinct you have. Just like, hey, just so we know. I mean,
is it an instinct? That's how I feel, though.
Yeah. But like I just saw you float a little bit away from the dock.
Right.
And you're like, no. Two-handed pedaled back.
Whoa.
I've been working the whole last week trying to get like past our differences, and just like I am just a different.
Why just this week?
Because it hit me last week. Like I was sitting. I think.
Oh my God, you were gonna break up with me.
I was. I was thinking about it, and I was just like, man, I'm a different person, and that's okay.
Yeah, right? That's okay. What the fuck?
But it's hard for me to be friends with people who are so diametrically different than me. So I started like making peace with it. Like, oh yeah, this is just the gap in our ages and shit. And that's just so now I think instead of getting super angry when like we disagree with stuff, I'm just gonna like look at it like a social experiment.
I didn't know that you got super angry.
I get super angry.
That's not good.
I know. I have issues, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean,
don't take them out on me.
I don't. I'm not. I'm trying not to.
You're trying not to, but you want to. Your instinct is to say fuck that guy.
I want to, but I don't. Yeah, this is Sean. If nothing, this is a podcast of healing.
The rest of this hour is going to go very poorly.
No, this is good. I'm telling you, I'm making positive changes. But you had
our German correspondent here.
Our German correspondent was in the room.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to stop by and pick up a bill, and I brought her in. I think she took a photo of it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she loves this kind of shit. She said she's, all the post-industrial stuff.
Oh, sure.
She was happy. So next time she's in town, she's going to be on the fucking podcast. And that's all there is to it.
Cool.
We just have to wait for her to pass through.
Okay, that's fine.
So next time, it's going to be good. I had a very, very good time with her. I forget who I am. And sometimes there are people in my life that can remind me of who I am and bring me back to zero. And she is that person right now. She's always been one of those people. So it was nice. It was nice to have some reaffirming time and shit.
Rediscover yourself.
Yeah. Although that fuels the cycle of hatred I have for myself. Like, shit, this is what you are.
This is what you've become.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's. Everybody changes over time, man.
It's all right.
It's all right. I know you don't want me to
solve my
problems.
It's okay. See, it's a whole new me. I'm like, no, hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I respect what you're doing.
No, but I'm trying to change too, Jay. I'm trying to let you be.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
We're two ships.
We'll get
crossing in the night.
We'll get through this together.
You were telling me some shit. We were trying. We met up and we were like, food? Yeah. We go live in a half an hour. Fuck it. We'll just go get some food.
It was like, dude, to be fair, it was like 50 minutes. It was, we
had time.
We had
and
some
it took
time.
a little longer than usual. I think it had to do with the extra spicy in your.
Yeah.
But you were about to tell me some shit, and I was like, no. Tell me on the podcast.
Got a message this week. I'm signed up for like the police alerts on my phone.
Speaking of messages, you can if you are listening to us live, you can comment in the live chat on the YouTube live stream, or you can give us a call on the studio line called, what is it? It's 518-620-3836 or 518-620-EVE6.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
we both picked a band we hate more than anything, and those are the last four. And we're going to be talking about Halloween.
Yeah, that's going to come up later.
And indecent exposure.
Yes.
So I got a text message the other day from the police. Like, I'm part of like the local, fucking alerts or whatever.
Yeah.
So I get it, and in the headline, the text just says aggressive exposure incident.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Typically, it's just like, I saw some guy's
indecent.
Balls. Yeah.
Aggressive exposure.
That's totally different.
Piques my interest. I'm like, tell me more.
Yes.
They got me. It was like if that was the subject line of an email,
right?
I'm opening.
Yes.
Like, tell me more. That was the hook. On Monday, October 23rd, approximately 11:30 a.m., a female employee of the hospital in town was approached by a short Hispanic male in his late teens to early 20s. So, okay. We have a high Hispanic population. It's not out of.
This could be anybody.
It could be anybody. Yeah. It could be anybody. Okay. The male was on a bicycle near the parking lot.
So this was outdoors.
It was outdoors.
All right, you're painting a picture here, and I appreciate that.
Yep. On a bicycle near the parking lot on the corner of Route 5 and Steadwell Avenue, which is
Route 5 and Steadwell Avenue.
Yeah,
it's right off of.
It's by the hospital. It's like a
downtown. Block. We're talking downtown, not the one up here.
No, yeah, down off Sky Park.
Gotcha.
Okay, so male subject, additionally described as wearing a gray T-shirt with something on the front of it, dark colored pants.
All right.
So he's not clashing, which is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Also wearing white earbuds.
iPhone.
Yeah. Or the cheap knockoffs. I've bought those. $16 versus $40. Just makes sense.
Makes sense. Smart fiscal decision.
Smart, yeah. Well, and he'll need it because he's busy doing other shit, is what I'm saying. Right. He doesn't have time to work.
Gotcha.
Because the male subject spoke to the female in repeated sexual overtones.
That's not good.
As
now he's crossing the line.
Quickly got into her car. Now, to our earlier point, what are repeated sexual overtones? Because there's a difference, There's a difference of like, miss, you're beautiful, versus like, let me see that asshole. There is a difference. They did not specify
there is a difference.
Which one it was.
But could you agree that after the first attempt, they're kind of in the same ballpark?
No. Like saying many times, like I think you're beautiful is way different than let me see your asshole.
Okay, that's fair. Yep.
So
I agree.
So thank you. But he repeatedly talked to her in sexual overtones, not direct sexual requests, but in overtones.
Yeah.
So let me find out.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that. Until he exposed himself and masturbated in front of the female employee while grabbing at the female's car door handle as she drove away. Hence aggressive exposure. I mean, it doesn't get much more.
That's very aggressive.
Yeah. Yep.
It'd be more aggressive if his dick grabbed the car
Like,
door
reached out?
handle. Yeah.
Turned into like
And
a boxing glove and then
wrapped
turned
itself
around.
around the handle 3 times and
Yeah, and then like jimmied
Opened
the
it.
lock
yeah,
and
yeah.
came up and like
Went into
like,
the keyhole.
Yeah, yeah, and then like lifted the lock up, like
Yeah.
came around in a circle. I was like, and then looked over
Yeah,
and made a little kissy face. I was like,
She left the window down just enough for
yeah,
him to get in there like a coat hanger.
Yeah.
When you lock your keys in your car.
Yeah. AAA. And then it kind of punched her in the face, and she woke up. Just she had a little mushroom bruise on her cheek.
I'm curious if this was his first attempt at this, or like
Doubt it. What are the chances that you get caught on shot 1? I mean, this is like some shit. This guy must be out there.
But here's my question: has this worked before? That he wants to try it again?
A friend of mine is he lives in the city, and we spend a lot of time together down there and shit. And every single time that him and I would walk from here to there, every time, every decent looking girl that would pass, he would smirk and go, "God bless you, miss," and kind of like do. So I mean, on the 7,000th time that I've heard this happen, and I had to like look at her like, I know. I said, has this ever worked? He was batting a goose egg in 20 years. It never worked.
Yeah, but there's no risk. He's not going to get in trouble for saying that,
right?
Especially if that's all he's saying.
It might be going that way, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, it might be going, but nobody ever,
yeah,
listens to him, right?
No, I mean, he's a goose egg.
That's what I'm saying.
0.
So there's no risk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A one-on-one situation is different than walking up 8th Avenue and 51st Street and, there's a billion people on the street and just like taking pot shots. That's totally different than like, hey, how's it going? And it's a one-on-one situation. It gets much more menacing. There's no out. You know, it's just like now we're in a confrontation.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
And it got through the door.
I'm saying this guy, I'm wondering if this is the first time he's exposed himself.
I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering.
Who knows?
If he just hit a point where he's just like, fuck it, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he had gotten compliments in the past.
Yeah, hey, that's
a
good looking pipe, sir.
And he's like, you know what? I think if I just get to the point where I can show them.
Yeah, like he's selling a car.
Yeah.
Like, what do I got to do to put you on this thing?
Yeah. Like, I think.
My God, it's shiny.
But I'm just saying, like.
That thing's built for speed. All right, fuck it. I'll take it for a ride.
Fuck it. I wasn't going to, but you convinced me.
It's a Wednesday morning, 11:30.
I'm off tomorrow. You know what? What are you doing later?
Yeah. No, what are you doing now?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying.
In the
make
car.
plans for breakfast is all I'm saying. Yeah. The dick is making breakfast.
Yeah. Like in the other room.
Yeah.
Flipping pancakes and
sausages.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Links, right? Get it?
Yeah.
It's terrible. That's how everybody's dick talks.
Yeah. Links, right?
Have you ever experienced some shit? Not like anyone to expose themselves to you.
It happened.
But, for real?
It happened when I was a paper boy.
No.
True story. So, but it was a girl. And
really?
She was, what's the word now?
Forgive my shock, but that you don't hear about that very often.
She was
what I'm saying.
developmentally disabled.
Okay, now
at least in some capacity.
Yeah. To an extent where you're like, okay.
We'll call her Aggie because she has an equally less sexy name. Like so.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
I'm like 12 years old. I'm on my paper route, and it's collection day. It's Friday. So I get to this house and I knock on the door and nobody's coming. And these people have kind of been fucking me on the money for a while, but whatever.
Yeah.
Knock on the door, nothing. Then I hear them say, "Come on up." So I open the door. I walk through the house. Go upstairs. Come on up. Okay. I get upstairs. In here. So I go into the bathroom. There is approximately a 325-pound, 28-year-old woman in a bathtub.
Ooh.
Who makes me hang out in there with her for upwards of 15 minutes.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, Sean. I have my paper bag on. It's covered in newsprint. Looks like it's been through some shit. She makes me sit there with her on the edge of her toilet, and when she's done, she asks me for a towel. I hand her a towel, and then she dismisses me. So, I'm just saying, I saw some shit, man.
Sure.
A lot of shit.
But like, is that?
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
No, well, I mean, it's not the same, clearly.
But what I'm saying is, have you experienced like
A dick,
like
a dick.
not even just somebody exposing themselves in public like that?
To me,
Not even to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy in my neighborhood. My friend and my friend's sister, a couple years younger than us, and her friend were walking up the street, and some crazy guy was in the window, and he flopped his dick out at him. So that happened.
All right.
Like 10.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah. What about you? You ever come face to face, nose to nose?
Right, head to head.
Yeah.
No.
With an angry hog.
The closest I ever came to that, my mic just totally excused
went away
itself
from your mouth. Excused itself.
Only one time when I lived in Albany, I went into the park, and I remember specifically telling this story on the podcast before, but it was before your time. A guy was pissing into the lake.
Yeah.
In the park in Albany.
Uh-huh.
And but like not like behind a tree or anything. Like seriously, like just dick out.
Yeah.
In the fucking middle of the park. And I was jogging around the park, and this woman and her daughter were walking towards this man, and I was like, excuse me, folks, just want to give you a heads up. And there's a gentleman over there who is relieving himself.
Is that how you said it? Oh, no.
You might not want to go that way. And this woman essentially ignored me and kept going. And then next thing I know, they had turned around. And
yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of dick, like.
Oh, I know.
But not in like a sexually aggressive way, just in like, hey, we're naked people, and this is what naked people do.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah, totally different. I pissed in a bike path yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, middle of the day.
Yeah, see, that shit makes me worried.
Had to pee, man.
I get that, but like I'm always afraid I'm going to be the one that's caught.
I was a little nervous. I was like looking around. I was hoping that, there was no, I mean, basically it's just a kid. I don't care if it's an adult. It's like, oh, there's a grown man taking a piss in the middle of like 4 miles from anything. Like clearly this is going to happen.
You had gotten there.
Huh?
You had gotten there. Other people could get there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like, I know. But what I'm saying is like,
oh, you're saying
if I had to piss, they'd be like
par with the course.
They'd
you
be like,
understand that this could
he's
happen.
in the middle of nowhere. Like definitely he could piss.
Right.
The only time I ever got nervous doing that was last year I wasn't biking. Instead of biking, I would go and play basketball like every other day by myself, and I would just drink a ton of water and play basketball, and I'd piss. So this one time I just pissed. Like I just went behind behind the court and I took a piss.
And I know where you play basketball.
And then I remembered it's at a school.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh shit, my dick was out at a school. And I remember hearing something a long time ago about a guy who like had to register as a sex offender because he did exactly that, which I think is fucking insane. But I know that my luck is also fucking insane. So I would be that guy going like, it was like 6 o'clock at night. There was nobody around. I had to piss. And that's how I would introduce myself to all my neighbors for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So I had a kind of a moment where I was a little
Anyway, here's a piece of paper. Could you just sign this, please? Yeah. Speaking of going to your neighbors' houses.
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
It is Halloween. Hey, that was good.
Thank you. Trick-or-treating is soon. This Tuesday. This Tuesday upcoming.
6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, if you're in the greater Amsterdam area. But no, yeah. What's your happy Halloween, Jay? You don't say that, right?
Nobody says that.
You don't wish people. You say happy Thanksgiving to people. You say Merry Christmas.
No, like goth teenage idiots say like, hey man,
happy Halloween.
Happy All Hallows Eve, man.
I mean, I guess you do say it to like kids when they come to your door.
Kids, because they have to say trick or treat.
Yeah. Happy Halloween.
You say trick or treat, you can fuck right off.
Oh yeah, isn't that the worst?
The worst is the older kids. The worst is for me.
Like, dude, you're 15.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I see that shit every year. Every year, I walk my kid around, and every year there's some like 16, 17-year-old kids
right.
where I'm just like, guys, go smoke cigarettes somewhere. What's the matter with you? What is this? And they they're not even trying. Like they're just kids. They're just going as asshole kids.
Yeah.
And they just go up to the door.
Or when I tied a bandana around my arm, I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck off.
But
you know what you are now. You're a man with HIV, and I stab him with a needle. I go, huh? Yeah.
Are kids still afraid of HIV?
I don't know. Probably not. When I was a kid, that's what it was. Like, careful. They're putting AIDS razors inside of Almond Joys.
Right.
When you get the razor aids,
I really seriously
happen.
think that the check your kids' candy thing was started just so fucking parents
People
could
could eat
take
it.
candy.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There are
I
sick
so-
fuckers out
Oh,
there.
there are. And every year you hear some
So-
shit. Last year was in Scotia. Somebody was putting pins in candy bars.
Like, why?
Assholes.
But whatever. People are just assholes. Some
There's,
people just
I
want
mean,
to
that's
watch the
beyond
world burn.
asshole. That's like sick, psycho shit. Like a little kid, like between the ages of 4 and 13,
Right.
is going to eat this thing
Uh-huh.
and die. So cool. What the fuck is wrong?
Do you think
with
there's a parent out there who's like, yeah, we're gonna go trick or treating, but we're gonna go to every house and we're gonna mark down the
yeah.
address and what they gave you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the parent dressed as the Punisher. And then they go over there, break some shit.
That's actually not a terrible idea.
Be a good idea.
I mean, if somebody came to my house and asked for that, I'd be like,
Yeah,
okay,
totally. Full size
Yeah.
Snickers.
here you go. Oh yeah, I'm giving out full size shit this year.
That's good. I was gonna do
Dude,
it.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a hero. The problem with you is that you're so out of the way.
Well, that's the thing. We get kids every year,
Yeah.
but we get like 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You should hand out $20 bills. In fact, now it's live. Sean is giving out $20 bills at his house.
nobody knows where I live. It's okay.
I could fix that.
No, but like we get like 6, 7 kids maybe.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get the word out. You know what I'm saying?
Get the word on the street.
Yeah.
The Barnes residents hand out full sizers.
Exactly. Because I remember when I was a kid, I knew the houses.
Hell
I
yeah.
knew the houses. I'd go out of my way. I'd skip over 5 small candy houses
Hell
to
yeah.
get one full size, just because almost the feeling of getting that is amazing.
Well, yeah. I hear you. I'm with you.
And so yeah, I'm gonna go buy some full size shit, man. Like, and if I think I'm gonna buy a bag of small shit just in case. You know what I mean?
Some slackers come through like late in the night. You know,
Well,
turn
what I'm
away.
saying, like, we're all of a sudden, like,
some
for
Mary
some
Janes,
reason, we get
idiot.
kids all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You won't be ill prepared.
Right. Yes. But like, and what sucks is there's houses on our street that pass out candy.
Yeah.
Like, there's people doing it. So I mean, come on down, is what I'm saying.
When I was a kid, there was the
I'm
guy.
still not gonna say where I live on the podcast.
The guy in town. He owned like the cable company.
Sure.
Like, and he owned a radio
Mr.
station.
Time Warner,
Mr. Isabel.
Mr. T Warner.
He was a politician. He owned a radio station. He owned like the cable company, like the
Right.
local cable company, back before everything was like
Right.
conglomerates. He owned a restaurant, 2 restaurants. He was a rich guy. He owned like the only mansion that was still working in town. It was like
Right.
a big deal. And so people used to.
He has a tennis court, but not like,
He had a tennis court. He
but
had a-
like, it's not like overgrown with shit.
oh right, no, it was like a legit tennis court.
Yeah, because like every house you see with the tennis court now, it's all like
Yeah, it's all bullshit. No,
Yeah.
he had like a movie
a lot of
theater.
old money in this town. Let's just say that.
He had a bowling alley in his basement and shit. Yeah, he's big house.
Mhm.
So people used to go over there like early. So
Mhm.
like some of the kids in my neighborhood would go up there and figure out what he was giving away. And then like the rest of us would hang back, and then we'd go up and we heard like what was good.
Right.
Dude, this guy gave away 1 year he literally gave away $10 bills.
Jesus Christ.
1 year he gave away paintball guns.
Stop. Are you serious?
Swear to God. It was ridiculous. So people would flock up there and,
Mhm.
and hit him hard early and shit. And by the time I got up there, I always wanted to play it safe because I was afraid I was going to be the year he handed out batteries. So I just hung back, got my candy, and then took my chances and went up there. And I always got there late and shit because you can't
Right.
hand out 30,000 paintball guns. So, but yeah, that was the shit, man. When did you stop?
Stop trick or treating.
Yeah,
Probably. I remember doing it one year and realizing I was too old. So I think I did like 2 houses. Then I was like, okay, I shouldn't be doing this,
Yeah.
which I think was at like 13.
13 is not bad.
I think that was probably the last time though.
Yeah, 13's okay. Because 13, you can get into like the next level costumes and shit. So it's not all the vinyl shit. Like when I was a kid, they came in a box and there was like the mask on top and then the vinyl suit underneath, and
Yeah.
you'd take it out and it would smell good. But then when you're like 13, 12, 13, then you can start being like, hey, this is the year we're going to splurge for the $40 Michael Myers mask.
Right.
Oh, cool. Like you get to be that guy. Or you can do like makeup, like good makeup,
Mhm.
like, oh, yeah, fucking scars and shit. Like still like good shit.
Yeah.
Get like the realistic Freddy Krueger outfit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm down with 13. Well, I was 16.
Oh, really?
I was 16. A friend of mine and I got Domino's pizza boxes and Domino's jackets. And we took turns like going around and knocking on the door and be like, pizza. And dude, 10 out of 10 people were just like, I didn't order a pizza. Like, you did order a pizza. It says right here, and we know the house number because we're standing in front, whatever.
That's
23
hilarious.
Essex Street, and they'd be like, nope, no, it must be a trick or treat prank or whatever. And be like, trick or treat, and lift up the pizza box, and it was full of candy, and they're like, that's good. Yes,
That is good though.
yeah, especially when you're older,
Man,
because
that's
it looks
genius.
like you can be,
I can't do that now.
you could do that now, and
Well,
I
I
think
could.
you'd make out way better. I think people would. I think you'd get love and hate. It'd be
Right.
polarizing. Like, this kid is a genius, or he's an asshole. Could
Well,
go either way.
Did you like when you hit a certain point? Did you start to like do the bad shit, the trick part of trick or treat?
The
I guess.
Devil's Night shit.
Yeah,
Definitely.
egg houses and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
toilet paper egg houses,
Uh-huh.
smash pumpkins, like break windshields and shit.
What?
Yeah,
That's some next level trick or treating.
it was a different time.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah.
You think maybe you just weren't hanging out with the wrong
No.
crowd? Smashing windshields.
They
dude?
had it coming.
That's
man.
fucked up.
Fuck those guys.
Did they have it coming?
Yeah, they
I'll believe you if you tell me that they honestly deserved it.
Sean, tell me who hands out fucking single Smarties on Halloween?
No one.
Well,
This person did.
Yeah.
So they deserved their windows smashed.
it's more than one, sir. No, we didn't do anything like that. But we did we did pick up like dog shit and rub it on people's door handles and shit. Like,
That's
we-
kind of fucked up. But
Yeah,
I mean, but it's not gonna hurt anybody.
I mean, no, not really. No,
Yeah.
stupid shit like that. I had a friend who was a real lunatic, though,
Mhm.
like a real cowboy. Like, he would cross the line routinely, like ring the doorbell and piss on their fucking screen doors and shit. Like, he was a lunatic.
That's some shit.
Looking back, he was probably molested, but we just figured he was just a funny guy. But he was definitely working through some shit,
I just laughed at that, and I should.
Yeah.
But since we are in the Halloween mode,
Hallows Eve.
yes. Do you have? We don't have. Oh shit! We should have planned better.
What do you want?
Some ambiance is all I'm saying.
Some like a music?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I can do that.
you can pull that. You can swing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was trying to find something that's like on the creepy, spooky,
Uh-huh.
but this isn't even like creepy. This is more of just like terrifying. That
Okay.
works. Yeah, I can go with this. So somebody reached out to the wonderful people on Reddit. Have you heard of it?
I have.
Have you heard of Reddit?
Reddit.com.
Yeah, front
Yeah.
page of the internet.
It's a
They
website.
say
Starting to
it's a
believe it.
website. www.
HTTP
Yes.
colon /
Reached out to Reddit to come up with the absolute scariest ways for someone to die.
No shit.
Yes.
They weren't all drowning.
Well, I think there's a mixed bag here.
Okay.
So here are 15 of the absolute scariest ways to die,
Oh boy.
thanks to some of the folks over at Reddit. Number 1, by a username That Damn Bum.
Oh yeah.
I tried to find more info, but I couldn't remember the specific species. But I heard about these ants in South America that are attracted to alcohol. Multiple people a year die because they pass out drunk, and these ants swarm their lungs and suffocate them.
Oh.
Essentially, they drown in ants. Drowning in ants.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But you know what? If I'm drunk enough that I'm passed out, I'm probably not aware of what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, but you're drowning in ants, though.
Well, yeah, just the thought of it's terrifying. But I'm
Yeah.
saying for the person,
You can't be that passed out enough. Like, you're never that passed out, right?
it says here, according to
They
That
never
Damn
wake up?
Bum,
all right.
it
That damn
happens all the time,
bum knows
apparently.
what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah. Okay, number 2. Blast 000 says, being locked in a room while the walls are slowly, like really fucking slowly, closing in on you.
Like Star Wars.
When the walls eventually do crush you, you feel the immense pressure being put on your body and your bones cracking. Just imagine being in this room, waiting for the walls to eventually kill you.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Mhm.
bad. I'd like to think that there'd be some sort of self-preservation chemical like DMT that floods your brain so that you don't feel that shit, you don't think about that shit, you go into like a shock. I'd like to think that happens, but
Right.
if it happens slowly enough,
How slowly? Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
your
maybe
lungs will
he's
just
well.
constrict.
Here's how he puts it. While the walls are slowly.
Does the self-preservation instinct, the survival instinct go away, and you start smashing your head against the wall as hard as you can to kill
Well, that's what I
yourself?
was gonna get at. Like,
Yeah.
think about it. Like, say they're moving so slowly that to the naked eye, you can't even see how slowly they're moving.
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Yeah, but then for me the scary part is when your brain switches, because like that survival instinct is there until the very end because you never know.
Right.
And the next second someone could show up.
Sure.
Right. So what point do you abandon hope and try to kill yourself without your hands?
Okay. Well, imagine if you're let's take the same situation, but you're hanging from your wrists in the middle of this room, and the wall just in front of you is moving closer and closer to you, and your back is already against the back wall.
Yep.
Or you're just in the middle of the room and it's coming up against you.
At some point though, you're gonna get squeezed, squozen, and then you just got to smash your head against the wall as hard as you can until you die. That's it. It's your only play.
Well, I'm glad you have the answers.
I have an out. An out.
Yeah, and with the ants, you just don't drink, right?
You embrace them.
What if you also have been trick-or-treating and you just have a sugar
Oh, you're fucked.
rush?
And it's ants and bees.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck bees, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's wasps that really suck, though, right?
Yeah, yellow jackets.
Because they say bees at least serve a purpose, right?
Yeah, yellow jackets are just assholes.
Yeah. They don't.
I have them on my house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think
That's
they're
the
in
worst.
my house. Yeah, it's a whole
That's
thing.
not good. Yeah.
What's next?
Ocean_snipe7 lost underwater in cavernous tunnels.
Mm.
No light, slowly running out of oxygen, and not knowing how to get out.
Yep. That's it. I think that might be
Bonus
it for me.
points if
Oh,
it's
shit.
a tight squeeze.
Yep. I used to have nightmares about that. Definitely. Like when you get far enough down, it's just black anyway.
Right.
Then you get lost.
Well, imagine that's when you first initially get lost. You're already down
panic.
there, right? And then your light goes out. And you're thinking, oh, I'll just go back the way I came.
There is no back.
But you turn around.
Yeah.
And
what about
then
ice?
you get lost. You get completely turned around.
What about ice? You fall through a small hole in the ice. You get down so you just fall. You're down so far.
And then you can't find the hole.
Can't find the hole
where you came.
So you're trying to float against the top of the ceiling, looking for a hole, and you're getting colder and colder and colder.
But then you hit a point where you're thinking, "Oh, I have to punch my way through," and you can't.
It's a half a foot thick. You're not punching through shit, and this water is slowing you down. So you're like punching through the water.
You're getting weaker and weaker.
And you're done
with every. I remember one time playing, chicken in the pool, and I was the bottom, and
that's going to be isolated, Sean.
Yep, and I was the bottom, and I put on a T-shirt, trenchmouthproductions.com, and I fell forward, and this kid had locked his legs behind my back.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like just trapped underwater, and to this day, like I knew I was gonna be all right.
Yeah.
But I still was panicking because I couldn't get up.
Yeah.
And like to this day, I remember that.
I empathize with you.
I'm also terrified of blankets.
Blankets, like that you lay under?
Yes.
What's the matter with you?
Well, hang on. I'm fine with blankets. Like I'm saying, like blanket, your whole body's underneath it. Your arms are at your sides.
Yeah.
And someone comes down, lays on top of you, and traps your whole body.
Maybe you were abducted by aliens.
Oh, that terrifies me. I just don't like. Is that claustrophobic?
That's
really?
Loss of control. Yeah. I'm sure it's claustrophobic.
Like when you literally can't move your body, and you're trapped, or they're like. But as a kid, I feel like this happened to me, and somebody was like tickling me. That's the worst, dude.
That's when all your buttons are installed when you're a kid, and then after that, it just becomes variations of those buttons.
Right.
You know, I almost drowned once when I was a little kid. I didn't know how to swim. My friend's parents, who had a pool, were house sitting at the house across the street, and they had an in-ground pool. And I was like in there with my friend and his sister, and his mom was sitting on the edge of the pool reading a paper. and I didn't know how to swim. And this, this pool went from 3 feet to 12 feet, like down the dip and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm like walking, and I'd never been in an in-ground pool before. I was probably like 8,
Okay, so you were a kid.
8 and 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, about between 8 and 10. And I just slid
So you were 9.
and didn't know how to swim. So
Right.
I was
that's-
fucked. And I just like pushed myself to the top, but I couldn't get enough air in my lungs to
Mhm.
yell. And I was only like above water for a second at a time.
Right.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
Oh, that's terrible.
That stopped me from learning how to swim for forever. Scared the shit out of me.
Do
I
you
still
swim
remember.
now?
Yeah, I can.
Like, are you capable? I know you're not a fan of the water,
a little bit?
but
I can get by, but like not in. I think I can get by because I'm always in a pool that's not like super deep.
okay, yeah.
But I can stay. I would do fine, I bet. But I think it's all mental.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's next?
Riz Must Bolt. His is very straightforward. Feet first into a wood chipper.
Yeah, all right. That'd be tough, but
Yeah,
again,
it's tough.
shock would hit. You just
No, the drowning so far is the worst.
yeah,
The being in the water
definitely.
is the worst
I'm
for
with
me.
that. Yep. I
Because
agree.
you have all that time with your thoughts.
yeah,
That's the worst part for me. The walls closing in thing. I feel like no matter what, that's going to be relatively quick, right? I mean, depending on how slow the walls are moving in,
you're
right?
probably gonna feel your organs burst.
Sure.
You don't want that.
All right, I take it all back. That's a toss-up then for
Yeah. Well, that's why the plane crashed for me. 30,000 feet.
me. Right.
You don't fall to the ground in 3 seconds. You got a little bit of time to think about what's going on.
Right.
Hmm.
Top Hat John says,
Top Hat.
yeah,
Yeah, surf two tours with Top Hat.
yeah, not bowler hat John or flat brim John.
Oh,
This is
my
Top Hat.
mistake.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, Bowler Hat John is who I served in, and I was in the sandbox with for 2 tours
Oh, really?
back in 2004 through 2007.
Rabies.
No.
You suddenly can't drink water. You get physically ill if you think about drinking water.
Yeah.
You dehydrate and go insane until you go into a coma and die.
Yeah,
But don't you go
you
crazy?
go
though?
insane as it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
That you don't know what the fuck's going on. I told you that I got treated for rabies, right?
Yes.
Yeah. True story.
That was recent,
No.
wasn't it?
No, it was like 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, for some reason I thought this was recent.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of shots. It was a lot.
But you're okay. Here you are.
I'm great. The thing is that
Does it stay dormant?
that vaccine works for 10 years. So anytime there was like a squirrel or a raccoon,
Uh-huh.
if you will,
Yeah,
like
I
a rampant raccoon
Mhm.
during the day, I could wrestle it. I was always pushed out, like, go get rid of that thing. Because the worst you could do is just hurt me physically.
Right. It can't actually hurt you.
You know?
Man, we should all get rabies shots,
Why not? It's there.
right?
Then you can go punt a skunk.
Dude, I saw a possum yesterday.
Oh, you saw an opossum?
I think just a possum.
Yeah, you saw an opossum.
No,
Where was it?
just possum.
Is that like more than one opossum?
No,
Where did you see it?
on my street.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Usually you only see them dead. You never actually see them alive.
They look like big mice, right?
Yeah, crazy like teeth, like fucking
Yeah.
like riffraff.
Pink eyes. Riffraff.
Yeah, if riffraff was an animal,
Like the
he'd be a-
rapper?
he'd be yes,
Okay.
he would be a
Rap game possum Pete.
the honeyest. No, I'm an idiot. The honesty fish.
Oh,
I read it as
the
honeyest.
honeyest fish. It's a sweet fish.
God, I hate myself.
Yeah.
The honesty fish, floating in space, 5 inches from safety,
You hate that.
but unable to ever reach it.
Is that you that hates space?
Yeah, space is the worst.
Yeah.
Fuck space.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine that you're literally floating and you can't reach?
I think we have a new number one.
That's the worst for you?
You'd starve to death.
That's what happened to
Sarah Sandra Bullock's.
no, that movie, but
Do you know Sandra Bullock's has got to be a porn name, right?
right?
And she's like transsexual, like Sandra Bullock's.
Right.
I'm gonna look
right.
that up.
No, George Clooney's character. in that
Yes,
movie.
yes,
I haven't seen it.
You didn't see it?
No.
That's such a good movie.
But that's what happens to him, right? Essentially,
Yes,
right? That's what he floats off into space. doesn't he?
Yes, he floats off, but he comes back.
Yeah, but it's not real, right?
It's not,
It's not
so how do you know so much about this movie and you haven't seen it?
it was a huge. It was a cultural phenomenon.
Sandra Bullock. Yes.
It's a person.
Sandra Bollocks.
That's great.
Yep. Of course it is.
Crack pipe queen.
Boo, watch out for her.
Being mauled by a bear. They're not very good at killing you before they start eating you.
Okay.
Did you watch The Revenant?
No.
No?
Nope.
Well,
Yeah.
that movie will fuck you up.
He gets it from the bear, right?
Oh, he gets it good from the fucking bear.
But he lives.
He does. Barely. Huh? But yeah, he survives.
Sandra Bollocks.
Yes. What does she look like?
Uh,
Describe it to me. She but no, being mauled by a bear, I feel like my brain wouldn't have enough time to freak out. You know what I mean?
well, you're gonna have some survival instincts kick in. You're gonna be flooded with endorphins.
Uh-huh.
You're going to. I mean, that's everything I've ever read about guys getting mauled by tigers and shit.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
then I punched it in the face and it
yeah,
ran away.
right in the fucking. Did you know if you punch a bear right in the nose, you'll break your hand and die even angrier?
That's what I missed and went right in its mouth.
They just ripped my arm off.
Yeah. Well, it was funny though. When I ripped my arm out, I had a salmon in my hand. It was incredible. Nature.
You're talking to another part of yourself while you're digesting inside of a bear. Yeah, they don't fuck around. Is what I'm saying. They're not just gonna wound you. They're not gonna give you a Charlie horse and walk away.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat your ass, and not in the
Sure.
fun way. In the not fun way. All right, what's next? What we got?
Fandoran said, being trapped in a narrow passage, unable to... Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Okay. Being trapped in a narrow passage, unable to move, a cave, a chimney, or any confined space, you'll live for a long while if there's enough air, knowing that there's no getting out. Apparently this happens pretty common. Like, this is how people die
Chimney sweeps.
in...
So they go down.
Hello! Well, like, apparently it happens in caves all the time, like with cave-ins and shit.
I'm stuck in here, Governor.
But that's kind of what I was talking about with the blanket thing, like getting wrapped up in a blanket.
I'm your chimney sweep.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I'm just inside the chimney. No, just let me out, then.
What was that address again? Oh, shit. This is 18.
Chim chim chiroo.
Damn it.
Hello.
Oh, it's Cherry Tree Lane.
Bollocks.
I'm on Oak.
Sandra Bollocks.
Gotta be the name of this one, Sandra Bollocks.
Gotta be. It's not real. She's not a real porn star.
Oh, no?
No, I misread it. She was Sandra Bullock was fighting a porn star for the custody of her children because that is who Jesse James' new wife is.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Jesse James. How the fuck did that ever
I
happen?
don't know, man.
He's a piece of garbage.
Yeah, he's a trash bag.
And she's seems like a genuinely
America's
nice
sweetheart.
person.
She a freak. Let me freak, Sandra, is what I'm saying. Hashtag @HeartOnPod.
Sir Jeffrey.
Hmm.
The Reddit user
Fresh
Sir Jeffrey.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
William?
Master William. Being kidnapped for ransom when you have a really bad cold.
That's ridiculous.
And your captor duct tapes your mouth shut, but you can't breathe through your nose, so you suffocate. That's stupid.
No, that's dumb.
No, because I feel like the person, if they want you alive bad enough, they're going to figure that shit out pretty quick. Mars Nurgle? I don't know how it's pronounced. Buried alive in a collapsed building. That sounds pretty awful.
Yep, that doesn't sound good.
No. Weird shit that I like says drifting in the middle of the ocean. Here we go. I hate the middle of the ocean.
Yeah,
I hate the
just
middle
like
of the
space.
ocean more than space.
It's like the same thing.
Well, in space, I guess you can
No one can hear you
see
scream.
all around you, right? But in the ocean, you can't see underneath you.
I just hit you with the alien tagline.
You did. I know. I apologize.
Stepped all over it. Go ahead.
Drifting in the middle of the ocean, no food, no water, no anything, except for a tiger. No, I'm just kidding.
What
Just
movie was
you.
that? Pan's Labyrinth?
No, that was Life of Pi.
Life of Pi.
Just you alone with your thoughts until you're either eaten by a shark or you die of dehydration.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I don't want that at all.
No.
No hope. 75% of the world is water. You're just floating around
Yeah,
in an
you're lucky.
abyss.
You're lucky to be on land, is what I'm saying.
You're super lucky.
Ted Hardy Lean.
Yeah.
Dying after realizing that you had a chance and did absolutely nothing with your life. What the fuck?
Oh, that's sad.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
We could all be barreling towards that.
Yeah, I am certainly right now.
Free height says plane crash.
Yeah.
You can see it coming, but you can't stop
There
it.
you go. That's it for me.
What's the same with falling out of anything, right?
Number one with a bullet, yes. Falling out of anything, yes. But plane crash, you're in a fucking Coke can full of other people. So
Right.
that, for me, is even worse because I know I'm going to die, but now I'm looking around and I'm seeing kids
Okay,
And
yeah,
that's-
yeah, all right.
twice as bad.
Odds are you're with someone you care about.
Yeah, no one's going to walk away from this. It's just the finality, the idea that there is no choice. It's the epitome of the loss of control. Like you have no choice in this, and it only ends one
Mhm.
way, and that's just how it is. And here it is. And the worst part is like you did it to yourself.
Yeah,
You're
you
like,
bought that ticket,
I really want to go to Seattle.
and now you can't get a refund either.
No.
If you survive a plane crash, you don't get a refund.
No, I bet you, you still got to pay that MasterCard bill. It gets sent to
Right.
your next of kin. You're like, shit. And
No. But I'm saying, say you survive. Say you're the lone survivor of a
Yeah.
plane crash.
I bet you they hook you up.
They must, right?
I bet they hook you up.
Free flights for life if you ever decide to come back.
No one's ever getting on a fucking plane again. Are you kidding me? That's the one thing I read from plane crash survivors. They're like, and I never flew again. It was fucked up. Like, it just makes sense. It's not a necessity. It's not like, and I never drank water again. It's just, no.
Right.
It just
I
took a
mean, technically, yeah, it's not a necessity.
Took a little
you don't
longer.
have to do it. There are people that go their entire lives without flying.
took a little longer.
Yeah.
Got there in one piece.
uh,
You ever see pictures of people that died in plane crashes?
I think so, but I can't recall.
It's bad.
Eduardo Lote says, I heard that boiled is one of the worst ways to die.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine the floating skin.
Yeah, it would turn you into soap.
Right. Oh, that's awful. Q_and_C. Being scared to death.
That's stupid.
But like being literally terrified to the point
They have a heart attack.
where you have a heart attack, I guess,
Okay, so then you die of a heart
and
attack.
die.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like it's not like Freddy Krueger and shit. Like you just have a heart attack. Your heart. stops
Thank you,
working.
people of Reddit. So if you had to guess, if you had to
Oh,
pick,
I have
you're
it, I
going
have-
plane crash, right?
I have an entry.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll fucking tie you to a fucking bedpost with your ass cheeks spread out and shit, right on the fucking stove and let that shit sit there for like a half hour. Take it off and stick it in your ass slow like.
Yeah, that'd be tough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
Is that meth?
Yeah,
Method
I
man?
fucking lay your nuts on a fucking dresser, just your nuts laying on a fucking dresser, and bang them shits with a spiked fucking bat. I'll fucking pull your fucking tongue out your fucking mouth and stab the shit with a rusty screwdriver.
Tough.
I fucking hang you by your fucking dick off the fucking 12-story building out this motherfucker. I fucking sew your asshole clothes and keep feeding you and feeding you and
Oh, fuck.
feeding you.
That's the one.
Meth, man.
Math. Roll the dice, math.
So it's going down like that, huh?
It gets me going every time. You're gonna get sued.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get pulled on.
Well, this shit's on YouTube, so actually it will get marked.
From the slums of Shaolin. All right. Sorry, YouTube.
Plane crash is still your number one?
Yeah. Plane crash is the worst for me, man. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, the underwater cavern.
Also very bad.
That's my number one. That's awful.
I was reading some shit on Reddit. There was a post that said, what was the worst shit you've ever seen on Reddit? And there was a lot of crazy shit, like people were going to murder somebody, then murdered somebody, then came back and posted about it.
Oh.
There was
This shit seems to happen all the time.
yeah, it happens on 4chan a lot. There was somebody.
There was this guy in I can't remember. I think he was in the Ukraine recently. Some spoiled rich kid fucking had a pistol and shot outside of a window and posted that shit like on Facebook.
Yeah.
Or on Instagram or something. I mean, he's in jail now.
It's all
but
out
like he did it just because he thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There was some girl who was getting stalked by somebody, and was posting on like 4chan or Reddit or something, and then she got killed. And there was pictures of the fucking body. Yeah, there's a lot of bad shit.
Yeah.
They're all out there.
Oh yeah, they're out there, and it makes you wonder. Like, I feel like the FBI or whatever, you know what I mean, should have people, right, that are just looking for this shit. They
Yeah.
probably do, right? I mean,
The sad truth is like, nah, probably
not, right?
Probably not. They're worried about like bigger shit, you know?
I don't know. I
It's
think it's
like-
worth paying somebody some
Yeah.
money for just to look out for this shit.
Yeah.
They probably have, you know what? It's probably like algorithms and shit, looking for keywords and shit like that. And,
Yeah. yeah. I hope so.
But whatever.
Otherwise, they're just like, eh.
Yeah, whatever.
I think that's kind of where they're at. It's like,
Yeah,
right.
that's the time we live in.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the
My God, I've been lulled to sleep.
America's favorite segment?
Yeah, man. I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, you
I
are.
hear you. I hear you.
Yes.
Thank you. Of course, you are well aware that I'm talking about the Craigslist ad of the week.
Yes, sir. This week's Craigslist ad of the week brought to you by
China Walk.
Spicy
in
China
Amsterdam,
Walk.
New York.
I feel like I'm having a heart attack right now, but I know that it's indigestion.
Yeah,
But
I
it
had that
feels
yesterday.
like a heart attack. My
I had
my
that
hand
yesterday.
feels weird.
I thought I was dying.
Yeah, thanks, China Walk.
I popped a couple Tums and I was okay.
Oh, I have Tums on the thing. You know what? I'm gonna go get Tums while you start to read.
Oh, dude, you don't understand how short this Craigslist ad is.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay though?
I'm gonna make it. We've been going an hour, so I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. This we're wrapping up. But,
Oh,
no, it's
Oh.
begun. So okay, need some security.
Okay.
This is listed on the Western Massachusetts
Uh-oh.
Craigslist.
That's close.
under gigs.
Oh, geez, that's close.
Yeah, very close. West Springfield, in
Oh
fact.
shit, that's super
Yeah.
close.
That's very close. That's like an hour drive.
Yeah, Basketball Hall of Fame.
Oh yes, there you go. Peach baskets. Need some security.
Okay.
West Springfield. A guy broke into my house last week. He didn't take my TV. He took my remote. Now he drives by and changes the channels. I need someone to sit at the end of my street and get his license number.
That's amazing.
I will pay $10 an hour till he is caught.
It's amazing.
$10 an hour.
We
Took
got
just a
We
remote.
should go do that.
Take someone's remote. To be fair, couldn't you just hang out their side and get their smartphone, right? Can't you pull this shit off?
You need an IR blaster.
Uh-huh.
So the Galaxy S3, S4 had an IR blaster, but they stopped making them with them. I think for this. Now, when I had my last phone, I held on to the 4 for a long time.
Right,
But I would go to the bar and I would turn all the TVs off,
right.
and it would make the bartenders crazy. No matter where I was, it was kind of a
Right.
thing. They don't have them on the new ones. The 7's got
Probably
nothing.
for that reason.
Probably for that reason. But God, it was fun.
But when you can't find the remote, it's the worst. What do you think is the longest you ever went without?
I still have a missing remote.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you?
But you buy a universal remote.
Right. Well, what I did was I figured out how to hook everything up to my cable remote.
I just did the same thing.
Yeah, it makes
Last
it
week.
so much easier.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Like even my sound bar and everything runs through my cable remote.
soundbar.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Life changing.
I
You know what sucks? I don't have a subwoofer though. I gotta get my hands on one. You don't need one, but it helps.
Yeah.
That's what it turned into. I think
Christmas
it's-
is coming, Sean.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I like the sound bar better than surround sound. And here's why I say that. Surround sound sounds better, 100%. You know what I mean? Like the experience is better. But then you don't have to like wires and shit.
I
you
might
know
get
what mean?
wireless surround. That might be cool.
Yeah. That would
Anyway.
be cool. Hey, you got the sweet new house.
I know.
Awesome living room setup.
Yeah, I should get that.
You should totally get that. How
Model
is the
of
house
skills.
going?
It's good, man. Everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything is cool. Yeah.
Are you passing out candy or are you going trick or
I'm
treating?
going. I just figured I only have a couple more years of her wanting to go trick or treating, so I got to take advantage of all of them.
That's fair.
You know,
Maybe I should come to your house and give out candy.
you can.
Get some more crowd.
Yeah. Oh, you'd get hella crowd. Yeah, except they're doing trick or treating on the bridge this year.
Oh, yeah.
So last
Yeah, but
year,
that starts earlier than regular trick or treating.
Last year it did too, and what happened was we said fuck that bridge. We went everywhere else, and the people were so happy to see trick or treaters. Handfuls of candy in the bag.
Ooh.
Handfuls.
Smart.
Yeah.
Super smart. Stupid smart.
Yeah, I know. So we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready though.
Or you can go make $10 an hour and
and drive an hour away.
Figure-
$10 an hour. It's not a bad
Yeah.
gig. I'm
Depends
ready
how
to,
long it takes, right?
I'm ready to fight like every trick or treating experience. I go out ready to go. Like I'm like, somebody's going to be an asshole, and I'm going to have to drop them today. It's going to happen. So I
like
go
other
out,
parents, you mean?
yeah, like other parents are like shitty, idiot teenage kids, and then you have to do quick math in your head when they're like fucking with you. Like, are you old enough to hit or not old enough to hit? Fuck, I don't know. Like, is it stubble on your face or not? Is it dirt?
And then you're kind of like, but if they hit me
math,
first, I'm
Then
just
it's on, yeah, and you want to get hit, you know. But then kids are so
Right.
much bigger now. It's like shit. If he hits me
Right.
first, he might knock me out.
yeah.
So
All the
yeah,
stuff they put in the milk.
you got it's chicken McNuggets. So you got to do the math and you got to do it quick. And I don't know. I find solace in rolling with a bunch of other dads who are usually drinking,
Yeah.
and then I just figure, maybe
That's
one of them
good.
can set it off.
Oh, could you imagine? They should do it like an adult trick or treating and get shots at people's houses.
That would be so bad. My God.
I'm just saying, I would do it.
Yeah,
That's
I
all-
know.
that's
I
all
know.
I'm saying.
Mush.
Jay, thanks for coming out.
Hey, Sean, you have to stop saying that
Why?
because
But I'm glad you're here.
well,
And I'm thanking you for being here.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for everything you do. How does that sound?
Oh, I like that.
Is that better?
I like that a lot.
I mean that. Thanks for everything you do.
That's adorable. Thanks.
Be safe out there, kids. Trick or treating
Yeah.
and the like.
No glass.
If
Don't,
you're too old to trick or treat,
don't be an asshole.
stop. Just stop. There are plenty other things you can do on Halloween. Like girls are starting to wear slutty Halloween
Yeah, go
costumes.
look
That's
at
super
that.
exciting for you.
Yeah, go look at
You
that.
should be doing that.
Yeah.
Um,
Go bob for some apples, but like go to one of those parties, you're bobbing for apples, and then like the
Right.
girl bobs with you. That's great. Go like make out. It's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm.
Nobody gives a shit. Everybody
Yeah.
dresses up. It's like
totally.
it's like a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, all of a
Just
sudden
listen.
you're not Jeff anymore. Now you're like a fucking pirate.
Right.
So now it can
But
happen.
be careful. Don't wear like
A rubber?
tights or
No,
anything.
don't do that.
No.
Huh?
I'm saying just be careful with your lower half.
Your
Like
your gear.
yeah. You don't want to wear any costumes that would like
Stop your
not
gear
be
from.
good for that situation.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
You want to be able to take your junk out.
No. I'm saying if you get an erection,
Oh,
you want to keep that shit unlocked until it's time.
until it's time.
Yeah, don't
then
be
you can-
like this kid on the bike down by the hospital.
Don't yeah.
Like unlocking car doors with his dick.
Yeah.
Don't be that
Called
guy.
his Jimmy.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Jimmy Lock.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can find us online at www.hardonpodcast.com,
Thanks
where
for
you can
reeling
listen
that
to
in.
every single episode we've ever done, including including the last 2 live podcasts we did.
Yep.
In which case, if you weren't listening live, use a bum.
Yeah,
but
you're
don't
missing
worry,
out.
This shit's going to happen in the future.
Yeah.
So you can do that. You can also go to trenchmouthproductions.com,
Yep.
where you can buy our movie. The last
doing a
movie
great
we
job.
made. Thank you. The last movie we made was Death Before Discomfort. It is on sale for $2 fucking dollars. You can't buy a full-size candy bar for $2, but you can buy a movie. So go there, buy the movie, support us. This shit ain't free. You can also,
But it is for you. Just saying.
and it's true. You can also find Sean on Twitter at SeanBarnes32,
Thank you.
and you can find
That's the
myself.
phonetic spelling of Sean, by the way.
Yeah, not seen.
And the SEAN
No,
garbage.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
You can find me at T-Mouth.
Twitter. You just did that.
Twitter,
At Hard on
Hard on
Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn, the dog. Sean at Hard on Finn.
iTunes.
Yes.
Stitcher.
Yes. Listen, rate,
Rate, review.
review, subscribe.
Yep. Listen, like, share.
Yeah. Facebook, Hard on Podcast.
Yep. There you go.
You
You can also send us emails. I don't know why you would, but you could also email us.
Yeah.
At hardonpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, man. Listen to all the podcasts on the Fine Trenchmouth Productions podcast
Yes.
network.
Yes.
And this week,
Happy Halloween.
you're Sean Barnes.
Yes, I am.